Hello guys, it's TheAustinB here, and I'm back to show you what the finishing up of the Titan on the Nightfall that was yesterday, Monday, and this is just the real fastest time clear that our fire team had, so we prepared for Moloch to summon, and we began to kill his minions just like we did in the last video, and I end up getting a ton of snipes on this guy, and he takes a lot of damage, 40,000 each shot. Reload, more spawns come in, just throw some nades at it or shoot it, do whatever, kill that black thingamabob, and then you just shoot him in the head some more, and then now his head's gotten really messed up, and so it's even easier to do damage to him. So he starts taking damage way more easily. We start firing some rockets at him. I get really low here, but I'm okay for the moment. I have my friend here, he pops a bubble as you can see. So there we go. I go ahead and finish trying to kill him. I missed my last headshot there, but I try and shoot him with the rocket, and I miss once, then I miss twice, then I die, and then, oh yeah, you can hear him die. He dies right before I get rezzed, and right before I transfer my 3 of coins over. My buddy self-res because he didn't want to wait. I go ahead and reach New Monarchy rank 1 for my Titan, and as for rewards, I end up getting myself 10 3 of coins and 2 strange coins. So I begin to switch to my hunter and get all of my highest level gear on my character, so that way I can go to my postmaster and see what she has to offer. And looking at my postmaster, because it's Tuesday now, we get another sterling treasure. So let's open that sterling treasure and see what's inside. We get ourselves some Spektar robes, blue chroma, and House of Judgment reputation gains. Now, I go ahead and pick up the legendary Hawksaw, and it really is legendary. It has probably one of the most godlike rolls that you can get in Crucible currently. So I snag me one of those, and I also snag me some of these bounties, and I make sure to get basically every single bounty that I could get for Crucible because of the Crucible weekly reset. Now I go ahead and go over to the bounty tracker after talking to Shax and pick up basically everything except for the Shadow Shot one, since I'm a gunslinger. And I'm reluctant at first, but I just decide to go ahead and pick every single one of these up. Now, after we pick all of these up, I go ahead and equip my Hawksaw just to take a look, and it gets infused with our fellow Grim Citizen 3. We say goodbye to him because of his, whatever rolls. And I say whatever rolls as in like meh, as in like it could have been way better. So I'd rather have a nice Hawksaw instead. Moving into a Inferno Rumble, I go and try and get some kills here. I end up coming out. Here I am in the lead here, but I do pretty well in this game. I end up getting second place, I believe. But yeah, here I am getting shot at and blown up, and I barely snag a kill here, so I'm able to throw out a trip mine, and I get another kill, and there we go. I'm moving on to wait up and recover. So here we are. This guy just slides right past me because he's almost dead. I barely almost kill him, and then I get a bullseye on him. But the interesting thing about Inferno is those headshots or anything like that don't count towards your points. So at the end of the game, I end up getting my 10 legendary marks. I get some Crucible reputation, Dead Order reputation, and another sterling treasure. So we go on, and oh, what was that? A new shader. So I noticed this new shader, and I go ahead and put it on, and it does actually look like it matches my hood of Moloch. However, I don't know if I like the orange all that much. I'm not a huge fan of the orange with the light blue, so I stick with it for a little while, but let's go ahead and open that sterling treasure box and see what's inside of this one. And I get a desolate cover and a red chroma and some more boosters. So there you go. Now I go ahead and decide to go play some skirmish, and I end up getting my rocket truth, and I miss one shot, and then I get my next shot there, and I get an unfaltering, and then my next shot gets me focus fire. And we get really close in this game. I end up dying here, getting a post-mortem, but in the end we end up losing just by maybe a kill or two. But we still get our legendary marks, our reputation gains, and our bounties. Now moving into Rift, I pick up this heavy ammo, and I am unsure what to do for several seconds. I just decide to wait for the spark, and I go ahead and collect that bad boy. Now what do? I run to the far outside on the left, and this is the Black Garden map. Can't recall the name, but that's okay. We go ahead and shoot this guy here who almost kills us, and then we jump up, and then there's another guy, so we shoot him, and now we're nearing the rift. We're getting very, very close, and here's another guy, and I blow myself up right in front of the rift. So, genius moves, but this guy, look at him, he walks right into my trip mine, and I get the erupting light bounty, our team slam dunks, and we get some more bounties completed, and that is that. Now we look at our progress here, and we still got a little ways to go. So looking at that desolate cover, I actually find it pretty cool looking. So I think I'm going to hold on to it for a while, but those are the perk rolls on it. And I go back in and play some control this time, using truth again, of course. As I've said in my previous videos, it is my favorite rocket launcher, and I am jumping up because I see somebody on my radar, and I don't know when they're going to show, and there he goes. And he's dead. And let's see another guy, and he's dead as well. And then now I am dead. I'm sure that was a Hawksaw vendor roll that just killed me there. But here I am back in control once again. I get my first blood. We're running through, and now we're at the end of the match all of a sudden. But here we are. I am the best around, and I get myself full auto and an exotic special engram. So let's go ahead and decode some of these bounties so that way I can get my faction rep all the way up with the Crucible standing. And then I go and talk to Shax, and look at that. Spektar Aspriet vest and Smokehouse 6. That's 2 items, and this Spektar Aspriet vest is 329 defense. So I begin to infuse it into my Winged Sun vest, and then I take a look at that Smokehouse 6. And it's pretty interesting, but I don't like it better than my Kondriak's escape. And look at that. Patience in time, 326, encrypted engram. That is amazing. I haven't seen Patience in time, obviously, since year 1, so it's wonderful to have it back. I begin to go ahead and put some motes of light in to this Hawksaw here, also with the Patience in time. But, let's be patient here and use some more motes of light and get that Hawksaw all the way up, because it has been tearing me up in the Crucible, and I am going to now put in all of the perk slots. And when you see what these perks do, counterbalance plus that almost near maximum stability, that great range it has, it's amazing. Now I go on and play more Crucible games and finish all of the rest of the weekly bounties, and I get myself a spare change. I also level up my dead orbit, but look at that spare change, 329 attack. So we go back to the Cryptarch, we encrypt more engrams, level up our Cryptarch, get some more stuff. We also get another shader, Antique Land, and let's go ahead and open up a Monte Carlo, something I've actually never gotten, and it has evaded me for I don't even know how many months now. I've been playing since November of 2014 and have never ever obtained one. So it is nice to see one at 326 attack. And look at these rolls. Look at the perks on it. Dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. That is amazing. And look at that. That's a very interesting type of ballistic, aggressive ballistic, so that's more impact on that bad boy. But since I leveled up my dead orbit, let's go ahead and take a look at what he's got to offer. And we get ourselves a patch A and some other stuff. But look at that, 329 again. We get another 329 weapon. So let's take a look at Antique Land real fast. That is what it looks like. It is pretty interesting. I don't know if I'll stick with it, so I'll go back to my Hanged Man shader. And I decided to infuse my patch A into my Strongbow D, which is attack 300. And this is because my Strongbow D has an amazing roll, and I always get tons of kills with it, and I absolutely love it. So, moving on to my Doctrine, I see that the spare change isn't really necessary considering I just got myself a Hawksaw, so I just use that for infusion fuel for my Doctrine of Passing Adept. And now we have some really good stuff here. So now let's move on and go back and finish up some more Crucible. I have one more game to complete of Inferno Rumble, and that finalizes my legendary marks of the week. I also get an exotic primary engram, and my Crucible has been leveled up to the max once again in one day. So what's in this package? Spektar, Aspriet, Grasps. Light level 330. That is the first light level 330 that we get, so we immediately infuse it. Now that we've gotten that, and I know I'm still 325, that Hood of Malak just needs to go up a little higher, but let's go ahead and look at that last engram. What will we get? I'm just ecstatic. I am so ready to just go and encrypt this. What will we get? Please be good. Oh my god, a Jade Rabbit, new Grimoire card acquired. I have not gotten one of these since the Taken King was released. I've had friends that have gotten tons of them, but oh my god, 2 new primaries that are exotic that I finally got. I am ready to just dance it off and end this video because this is just an amazing day, and I hope you all enjoyed this video and have a very, 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 very good one, Guardians.
Disparities from